New York State recently passing a law allowing illegal immigrants access to a driver's license, but one county clerk, at least one, not happy about this.
We must be clear. No one, not even the president, is above the law.
Come in, Frank Marola, Rensselaer County Clerk. Frank, you're suing the state, right?
We are. We're going to process a lawsuit.
Haven't done it yet.
Haven't done it yet. Well, we're going to do it federally this time. In 2007, I happened to be there when Spitzer tried to do it.
As a former law enforcement official, I know firsthand that the rule of law is the strength of our democracy, and no one is above it.
And we filed a lawsuit at that time. This time it's a little different. He did it in an executive order. This time the Assembly and the Senate passed it. The governor signed it right away. So we're going to do it on the federal level.
Is the president, is any American above the law? Is the president immune to charges of obstruction of justice?
I think anybody who studied history and studied the Watergate case knows that if it proved anything, it proves that no one is above the law.
People ask me all the time, why is it different in New York State versus other states? And it's a simple reason. County clerks process transactions in New York State versus other states where the state employees all do it. So when they do something, you got 52 county clerks, all separately elected officials that do DMV business.
As mayor, I have said from the beginning that no one is above the law.
And we also support the Constitution.
What is your biggest fear with regard to giving a driver's license to illegals?
Well, it's not just the fear. It's the idea that someone's here illegally and we're going to give them a license to drive that's going to look exactly like the license that you hold today.
No one is above the law.
Well, I happen to have in my hands an enhanced New York license. This is something that I had to get recently. It does allow me to get on planes without using a passport or anything. It also allows me to get on military bases, which is good for me. But I knew when I saw this enhanced license coming that they were going to plan something like that.
Yeah, Real ID law was passed over 10 years ago, and this governor waited right to the end to sign on.
No one is above the law.
So now we only got a little over a year left before any license that if you want to fly domestically, it's either got to be a Real ID license or an enhanced. But every other license will say not for federal purposes. And if you're here illegally, the license they want to give them will look just like someone licensed that says not for federal purposes.
Are you afraid that somehow these illegals would be able to use it to vote?
In America, no one is above the law.
I said in 2007, I say it again, it's really not about driving. If they wanted to give them a license that looked a little different than your license and my license, they could do that. They wanted to give them a license identical to the license that everyone holds to register to vote, and that's exactly what they're looking at.
Their claim is that it makes people safer because this way illegals who are driving will actually have to prove that they can drive well in order to get a license, so it might improve safety on the roads.
Just a big joke, I think. It's nothing about the safety part of it. It's about getting them into the polls, and that's what they're looking to do. It has nothing to do with driving at all.
It really would place one person above all known laws for the rest of us.
It would. I would never claim to be a constitutional scholar.
Well, Frank Marola, we appreciate you coming down. It took you 2.5 hours to get here to make this interview. Thank you very much
for having me. Thank you.
Keep us informed about what happens.
I will do.
Appreciate it.
No one is above